Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I'm going to showcase a super cool team around Graveler and Alolan Golem. They are both together like super cool as a backline. And I think I went like 20 and 5 today with that team. And this team is just super solid. It's just one of the best backlines you can have right now in my opinion. Of course both of them have basically the same moves and basically the same stats. But they are just like so good in the current meta. And yeah, it's actually the first video I'm gonna record from my new PC, which is cool. I already tried it out a bit and like it's gonna save me so much time for editing, and now I can also like go and showcase you the best battles I had instead of like just picking random battles, because now I can actually see them without waiting for like ages because my PC is finally able to handle video editing and stuff like that. Gonna be nice. Now it takes me like 2 minutes to render a video and not 30 or 35. So definitely gonna save me a lot of time. I can put on content like way earlier. You're definitely gonna see me doing like video on the new season way earlier then. And it just like helped me so much. Thank you all, by the way, for doing that. That's like basically what I spend my YouTube revenue into. So always kinda cool to reinvest that into getting better content done. But yeah, this team is super solid, like I can highly recommend it. And the cool thing about this team as well is you have two Pokemon in the bag that cost not a lot of starters to build. Both of them need only 10k starters to unlock the second move. And I don't know, and like Golem, for example, doesn't even need to be like a high level or anything like that. It's like such a solid team. Hypno is like super common anyway, like most people have a Hypno already, so should be something that you might even want to consider building or using. And yeah, it does not matter if you use a Shadow Hypno or a normal Hypno, and I would not recommend my moveset on Hypno. I just use it because I don't have any charge gems right now, so I cannot change it. And yeah, don't use Ice Punch, please. Ice Punch is kind of useless here. I mean, you have some dragons sometimes, but you don't really need it. Like, rather go for Fire Punch or Shadow Ball, both are fine. But just don't go for Ice Punch, thank you. Here we have a Pidgeot in the lead, for example, like our Hypno is good against the Pidgeot, but we have two hard counters in the back, and you kind of always want to swap out into your Graveler if you have like a neutral lead matchup, or like not like if you don't have a fighter in the lead, you kind of want to swap out, I think. And yeah, like, of course, like, what's it called, a ground type or something like that, but you don't really have ground types in this meta anyway. But if it's not a hard win for the Hypno, you kinda always want to switch out so you can get the counter out of the way. And yeah, here we have a Muk with Bite against, which is interesting. Goes back into Pidgeot. I'm just gonna go for one Stone. I think it's gonna be gone. And now the Pencil in the back. It is 9tails, and so many people are double weak to Rock. Rock typing is a really good offensive typing, so it doesn't make sense that a lot of people are weak to it. Here my opponent has a Clefable, and I said it's a neutral matchup with the lead, but I'm just gonna swap out here. I'm actually gonna bait. I don't know if this bait is gonna be successful though. It's not, so good call from my opponent here. Should have went for the Stone Edge straight away there, but it's fine. And yeah, I just gonna swap out. It does not seem that my opponent has like a fighting type on the back, so I can go into my Hypno. I can just farm all the way down and get some extra energy. I'm in an okay spot here. He has a Snorlax. I can just switch out, save the move, and go straight Stone Edge here, I think. Yeah. Most people don't really shield their Snorlax, so I just tend to go straight Stone Edge. And yeah, this opponent also doesn't shield. I'm gonna shield here because I expect like something crazy, but yeah, we have to see. I can go for another Stone Edge here against the Hypno. This actually does not really look that good for me. I think I can go for the Rock Blast here, but I think my opponent gonna shield most likely. We have to see. And yeah, he does, and I go for the Thunder Punch. We actually get the move off before he gets to move off. You see my AV is on the right side. It's not the best AVs. My opponent surrenders, which helps me in the mirror match because most of the time I win TP with my Hypno, which is good. Here we have a Sand Slash against us. That's actually really bad for us. If we had like Fire Punch, we would have won the league matchup there and would have stayed in. But we don't, so I'm gonna swap out. He goes straight for Bulldoze, which is sick for me. I just go for the Rock Blast. I should have went for Stone Edge, I guess. I should have went for Stone Edge, but I actually shields. Okay, that's fine then. I go for the Stone Edge here immediately. Get some extra damage here. Get a lot of damage actually. And go for the Rock Blast here, so just I get some damage on him. And he does not even throw. Okay, he throws now. So I basically know that he is out of energy as well, which is good. And okay, I don't know why they went into a Hypno. I think the Sand Slash is coming back in. Okay, it's not. It's even a Mug, which is even worse. This match is interesting. I don't know if we can win this. Definitely it does seem not good for me. I shouldn't have shielded that actually. I mean, if I didn't shield that, I would be in Ice Punch range and my opponent could just go straight Ice Punch here, so I guess that was fine. But still, we're not in a good spot here, and our opponent can go for Bulldoze and KO us here. If we had a different moveset on Hypno, we would have been way better off, but we don't, and we... Actually, I think if I went for one more Confusion there, maybe I could have been able to get to the move here. But I think this KOs us anyway. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. I could give to my opponent. Well played. Well played. Next opponent is Snorlax on lead. Of course, I picked the worst matchups for me. Like, you see a lot of lead losses, and that was not the case all the time. Most of the time, I just like didn't want to showcase that because then the games were so straightforward that it was not really worth watching. I think that's a better way to showcase something if you just see the worst possible matchups and the difficult matchups than like just the best ones. Here we have the Wigglytuff against us. We can just go a shield because player is going to hurt a lot, but I think we can just farm all the way down. Okay, actually throw the move. I don't know why I did that. I think I was scared that he gets to another move, but I think I shouldn't have done that. And my opponent just blind swaps into Ninetales. Goodbye, Ninetales. Really well played there. And here he goes back into the Snorlax. And goodbye, Snorlax. I think he actually saw that, but he's so low that he can't do anything. Yeah, it's... What do you want to do? I can just go for one Confusion. One Confusion went through. I still have 2 shields. I still have a Body Slam. Nothing he can do. Good game. And... next opponent has a Wigglytuff lead again. I swap out immediately, I think. Oh no, actually this time I stay in because my opponent swaps out. That's interesting. Into a Bite Mug. I don't know why I see Bite Mugs here around. Like, I see like tons of them. I don't know why. Like, what's the benefit of that thing? Yay, he goes for Acid Spray now. Can go for double Rock Blast and get at least 1 shield. Cool. Get the shield, and I think I actually KO him with that. Bite Mug is just not good. Like, I don't see any benefit of that thing. But hey, okay, my opponent plays how my opponent wants to play. Nothing against him. Here we can just go for the Stone Edge and try to KO the Wigglytuff. I think I'm gonna save my Golem and swap out here. Yeah, KO the Wigglytuff with my Hypno. And he has a Eradicate in the back. Oh god, this looks like really awful for us. By the way, I think if I don't forget about that, I'm gonna link a video in the description from Velour, also a fellow content creator, who made a video on how to make your game more like fluid, like that you don't have those lags during the battle. I tried to do that now for several days, and it worked like really well. Like, there's like several steps that you have to do for that, and I'm gonna just link that in the description. It's, I think, only for Android user, so if you have iOS, I don't think it works for that. But it's just like, it's just way better like this. Like, I win like way more battles as well thanks to that. It's just like way more with no lags. It's just perfect. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it's just really strong. Here we have another Wigglytuff against us. Everyone is running Charmers today, I don't know why. Goes back into Licky Tongue. I should have waited longer there. But actually I'm fine getting like hit by one move here. Just gonna swap out, have a move stored. I think I'm gonna shield. Yeah, that's most likely a Power Whip. It is. And he goes into a Ninetales. I'm just gonna go straight for the Stone Edge. If he wants to shield, he can shield. Actually shields. And okay, he goes for the move here. I'm in a tough spot right now. I go for the Stone Edge. This definitely does KO. Can I win this match still? I have to try to get to the Rock Blast or something. Okay, I catch the move on my Hypno here, which is like super solid for me. Now he can farm me down, but I won't see him no matter what with my Golem anyway. I have to get him low enough so it's in the Golem range. And I don't know if that's the case right now. Gonna be interesting. We're gonna see. But we're actually gonna KO the Leaky Tongue here with the Rock Blast, I think it is. Rock Throw is the quick move, Rock Blast is a charge move. All the rocks. Here my opponent goes into Blastoise. Not the best matchup for my opponent actually. Because we have Volt Switch and we can do a lot of damage. Okay, my opponent does not shield, which is good for him. But now he has to shield. And he does shield. And he cannot farm me down. I definitely get to another move before. Maybe I should have shielded here. I don't know. I think I should have. And I should have avoided here anyway. Yeah, that was not a good move for me. It was like 1 AM in the morning, so he wasn't really paying too much attention, I guess. But yeah, that was not the best play. But yeah, knowing your own mistakes is like always good. Here we have Electron against us. Electron against the Graveler is like always good, especially if we get an extra move in, because he swapped out 1 turn later than us. So we knew that we were gonna get 1 extra in. My opponent also gets an extra move in. But I overfarmed that much that he cannot get to an extra move here. And we have like a lot of moves stored already. I can just go for the Rock Throw twice and I'm gonna win this matchup. I actually go for the Stone Edge, did I? Wow. Okay, that was maybe a misplay. I think Rock Throw wouldn't have KO'd from this range, but like 2 would, so it's fine. Rock Blast, gonna KO now, so good game there. Next opponent we have Hypno against Hypno, and we're gonna swap out, because we also don't have Shadow Ball. But that was not a good matchup for us. He actually stays in, which allows us to get to a Stone Edge, which is fine for me. And now he's kinda low, and he still overfarms, and I'm just gonna go for a Rock Throw. And I'm not gonna shield here, like, if it's a Focus Blast, like, why would you run Focus Blast, but go for it, like, I don't really care. And he actually runs Focus Blast, like, what the fuck is he doing? So I'm just gonna go into my Golem here, farm all the way down, and get a lot of energy lead, and have a shield advantage already. I can just go for the Stone Edge here, and swap out, I think. Yeah, swap out. Can go for my charge move, can shield his charge moves. We're like in a solid spot right now. We still have energy on our Golem. And I can just shield and farm down. And now it depends what he has in the back. And it is AMAG. And it's a Poison Jab AMAG. Like, what is wrong with the people? But did you see like the changes that we're gonna get? Like, Poison Jab gonna be super solid. I guess it's gonna be a counter clone. So gonna be like one of the strongest quick moves in the game again, which is super cool. There are so many poison types that's gonna get buffed. Like, I just made a video about how they should buff poison types, and now they actually do that, which is super cool to see. And here we go into the last battle. We have Mew in the lead, which is like horrible for the whole team. We're just gonna swap out into our Graveler. Graveler just pressures Mew so much with the quick move damage alone already. So we're just gonna go for the Rock Blast. Rock Blast still does a ton of damage against Mew, and we just want to have a bit lower. So this is solid for us. He actually double shields, which is good. Or she, like, I don't want his human gender. It's just the in-game character. I know a lot of guys having like a girl in-game character, so you cannot assume the gender. If I say he, I mean the player. And yeah, it is fine. I don't want to have like any discussion about that. I know other people are really into that, but I don't want to assume a gender. Here we have the Mew against us again, and goes for Wild Shot. Wild Shot actually hurts and actually gets to another surf, I think, here, and KOs me. Now we have only the Golem, and he has a Barrack in the back, or she, and we're gonna get to the Stone Edge, and we're gonna be this person here. And that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you liked this team. I hope you're gonna enjoy playing with this team, and see you next time.